Well, I mean, the whole premise is a family of extraordinary people that are trying to not be extraordinary or seem extraordinary. You have Anya, who is a telepath secretly. She can read everyone's minds. Yours, an assassin. Lloyd, or Twilight as his code name is a spy. And Anya's the only one that knows both of them are what they are, but they don't. It's a crazy, cool, like weird dynamic, but they're focused on trying to be a normal family. All of their main goal is have a goal of just to stay in this family for their own personal reasons. But above all of that, a lot of it is just a really fun story. There's lots of comedy. There's lots of fun moments. There's like touching moments. There's like lots of family moments. It's just really a good time. It's lots of action, comedy. It's kind of got everything. It's a good like catch-all show that I think everyone can find something that they like in it.
And it's very accessible too. I feel like if you are still new to anime or not familiar with anime, it's a very good way to ease into anime where it's not like so tropey. It's just has such wide appeal to all kinds of different audiences for so many different reasons.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I hope so. She deserves it. She deserves it, but I mean, she's got to be old enough first.
Yeah, I feel like Yor was already having trouble with the dog. I don't know.
I think Yor would give her a knife if she really was like, you could have a knife.
Yeah, she would probably say,
it's fine.
She's like, we have to train first, but then you can have
then
it.
you can have a knife. Yeah, yeah.
Premiumbeat.com.
I love that Anya is written as a child, and she is so childish, and she's written very well as a child. She has like that imagination of a kid. There's no like grand schemes in her head. The grandest schemes she has is, I'm gonna help Mama and Papa try to save the world. But even then, she has like a very rudimentary understanding of what that even means in her head. So it always comes across as very silly, and everything is playing to her. Even though I'm like, child, you've been kidnapped like 3 times. I don't know if this is healthy for you, but you know, she thinks it's a great time. She gets kind of freaked out, but she's like, oh, it's fine. Like, my spy dad will come save me. So
yeah, exactly.
I think she just knows. It's like, oh, it's fine. I'm safe. But yeah, so
it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, this is a normal Tuesday. You know, so that's what I love.
I love Yor's duality because I have a lot of experience playing, you know, the assassin, the warrior type and everything. So it's always fun to be able to tap into that. But I normally don't get to play characters that are the balls of anxiety that Yor is. And I love tapping into that and how funny she is. Like, I love listening to whatever the Japanese actress is doing and getting to play in that same place where she does so many fun things with her performance. And it's just been such a ball to be able to have such a wide variety of emotions and play up the comedy, but also the serious angle of it. It's just been so much fun.
A lot of times, you know, we watch really large chunks of scenes at a time, and we'll go in and we'll usually watch a whole scene if we can, and we'll record it all, and then we'll kind of go back and if things don't fit or, you know, for flaps and stuff. So usually we'll try to act out as many chunks as we can, so we're not just doing like one at a time. So that it has a lot of like fluidity to it. It's more natural that way. Even if no one else, like even if I'm the first one recording and no one else has recorded yet, even just doing it as a whole chunk, it makes it more fluid and stuff, and you can play more within that character for larger chunks at a time. And I think that we try to do that as much as possible so that it keeps that flow of like what's happening in a scene. You don't break it up as much. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that helps a lot.
It does, and we preview the Japanese before we ever come in for a take as well, too. Mm-hmm. So being able to see what they're doing, it's kind of like watching them leave signposts at different beats we want to try to hit, or we can at least get a sense of what they're going for. And even if we're not 100% matching the exact intensity or pitch or, every single time, we know what their journey they're taking is through that scene, and we understand what they're trying to get across. And then we try to also replicate that as much as we can.
That's awesome. That sounds really technical, but also kind
Yes.
of like
Yeah, it's
like a whole mapping out of stuff.
Yeah.
Dubbing is very technical that way.
Yeah,
sure.
it is. It's a very technical job, and I think it's hard for people to grasp how technical it is until they like actually do it or see it or realize, oh, that's not just them going and just talking into a microphone. There's a lot of mental gymnastics that goes into doing a character. So yeah.
And then you still have to stay in character and still give a performance while thinking about all these lots of different things.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so weird to use this word, but I just think it's comfy. Like there's something about it. Like at the end of the day, they just all come home, and I think Twilight's the funniest one because he's so like, everything's just for the mission, but I'm like, no, you don't want to admit it, but you care so much. But yeah, I think it's just comfy. So that's my word.
I think that's an excellent choice. I don't know how much I can improve on that, but I do, the word that is echoing in my head is earnest. There is a lot of, everyone is just trying to do their best, and everyone really cares. Like, no matter which character you zero in on, I think every single character has such a strong, goal or desire or something they really want and feels passionately about, and project that into their whole being. Like even, whether it's, all the kids, they have their own goals, like who they want to be friends with, who they want to impress, who they're trying, what they're trying to do, all the way up to like the headmaster, who he just, elegance is his thing.
That's his drive.
And then Yor and Lloyd both have the desire to, protect their countries and also to
be normal
and
normal.
Yeah, to try to be good or members of the family and everything. So it's just, I love how each character you can just zero in on. They care. They are so earnest. They're so passionate, and that's really cool.